What's doing? What's doing? Guys, come with me. Do this kettlebell workout. It's going to be really tough. It's only 45 minutes, but you can actually make it shorter if you want. How can you do that? So the first thing we're going to do is just a 10-minute warm-up. After the 10-minute warm-up, it's a 20-minute block. So I recommend at least doing the 20-minute block, but of course you can shorten it. All right, so we're going to go over what we're going to do in that complex. And then after that, it's a 10-minute core block and then a 5-minute cool down. You can skip the core block. So this is how you can use these videos. They're in blocks. You can determine what ones you want to do and how long you want to do them for. That's the great thing about this type of training, the flexibility of it. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm probably just going to go through the warm-up. You can just follow me, and then once we get into the block, then yeah, you'll see the complex. You'll know what to do, and then you can decide on how long you want to do it for. But the total workout today is 45 minutes, so let's get into it. Oh, and all you really need is one kettlebell. I do recommend two. I've got three just because I want to work up to a heavy weight. But if you only have one kettlebell at home, that's fine. I do recommend a light one too for the warm-ups. You don't want to get injured. It's not 100% necessary, but it's definitely good for you. All right, let's go. All right, guys, get into this warm-up. Simple, just follow along with me. We're going to do each exercise for around 30 to 40 seconds each. So let's go. This one here, we're just warming up that thoracic rotation and the posterior chain. Just take your your hand to your opposite foot, and make sure you're really feeling that rotation in your back, in your upper body, in your hamstrings, and in your hips. Next we have arm circles. Don't rush this movement, just go through the full range of motion and really feel that stretch in the shoulders and even a little bit of extension and flexion in the back as well. I'll switch directions. Here I'm really emphasizing that thoracic extension and flexion. Next, we're getting into the world's greatest stretch. Come down into your lunge position. So if your left leg is forward, your right hand will be on the ground and you'll use your left arm to rotate to the sky. Let's do 5 reps of this. And as you can see, we're just doing more rotation of that thoracic spine and opening up the hips as well. And swap sides now. Guys, I like to use these warm-ups for anything that I'm also working on, that I need to work on. So if I had any stiffness and I want to work on, say, my spinal or back flexion and extension, I do a lot of that in these workouts, a lot of thoracic rotation, because in our everyday life, we're just getting stiff. We're getting stiff, we're not working that rotation, that flexion, that extension, rounding of the back like we're doing here. And yeah, we really need to focus on incorporating these, because when we train, when we lift heavy weights, it's a lot of neutral spine. So we're compressing our spine and staying in a rigid position, which is fine. It's safe for lifting weights, but we need to move our body outside of those ranges as well in a safe manner. And the best way to do that is during a warm-up. Guys, it just finished raining and there's so many worms around. So I'm just boosting the worms, I'm just flicking them off to the side. Alright, come down into a squat and again more rotation. Every rep starts with a squat, come down, extend one arm up to the sky. Try and bring your eyes around to follow your hands as well. You don't have to come so low in the squat if you don't have that range. Just stick to your range, stick to where you're at. What feels good for you today? Alright, come into a squat rest position. Here we're going to open up the hips. And we're going to transition into a little bit of a hamstring stretch as well, and a lower back stretch. So squat, open up the hips with your arms, fold over, squeeze your legs, and stretch that lower back and the hamstrings as well. Just do some hip circles, warm up those hip joints. Alternate each side every rep. Alright, next movement. Grab the knees, pull them up to your chest. Super basic movements, guys. Nothing too fancy. The idea is to warm up the body, create blood flow, and this is perfect for that. Let's get into some star jumps. Yeah, we want to create blood flow in the body, and then we want to start lifting some weights during our warm-up, prime the central nervous system for the weight that we're going to use during the workout. So keep doing the star jumps for now, and then I believe we're doing high knees after. Let's go straight into high knees. If you have bad knees, you don't have to jump. You can simply do like a knee raise and step. Just take it a bit slower. Flick another worm out the way. Grab your warm-up kettlebell, guys. We're going to jump into some halos, warm up the shoulders, work on that shoulder mobility and shoulder health, moving those shoulders through a full range of motion with a weight. This is such a good exercise for increasing that shoulder mobility. A lot of us become too rounded at the top, working at a desk for too long. We forget to open up our body. Remember, guys, try and keep the chest down. When the kettlebell goes around behind your head, it's easy to flare the chest up, but in doing that, you lose the stretch in your latimus dorsi, in your lats. From here, we're just doing some more rotation work. Bring the light kettlebell down towards your hip and then rotate it up over your head on the other side. Mobility is not just flexibility, okay? We're working on mobility, which is also your strength in that range of movement. Switch sides. Beautiful. From here, we'll just get into some dead cleans. Placing the kettlebell at your feet, dead clean, squat, press. Dead clean, squat, dead clean, squat, and press. Let's go through these movements to warm us up for the workout. This is a thoracic rotation hold. We're going to be doing these. Bring the kettlebell to your chest, rotate a quarter of the way around, and hold it there for a split second and come back. Let's switch sides. Beautiful. A dead clean is a kettlebell clean where the kettlebell isn't swinging, it's just coming straight from the ground. So you have to generate that power through your hip hinge, okay? Hip hinge and extension, sorry. Don't overthink this, guys. We're just going through some patterns. We're doing clean, dead clean, into some squats, into some thrusters, into these rotational holds. Switch sides. Let's keep going. Really warming up that body now. 1 minute left to go. A little bit more rotational work. Hold that kettlebell to your chest, hinge at the hips and twist through the torso. I'm going to do a couple of cleans with a heavier bell, the bell that you're going to be working out with. Dead clean. Thruster. Beautiful. Swap sides. Generating that power through your hip extension. Straight into that thruster. Engaging your core, engage your entire body in this movement. Using that power from the squat to really push that kettlebell up into the air. That's the key with thrusters. Don't get lazy on generating power with your lower body, otherwise you won't be able to press it. Beautiful. That's done. All right, real quick, legends, go grab a drink, take a 1 or 2 minute break, come back for this description for the next block, and yeah, we'll see you there. Let's go. So that's the warm up done. And yeah, so we're gonna get into the 20-minute working block. Bro, it's just rained and there's worms everywhere. I've just been boosting them into the side there. So don't worry, I'm not killing them. But yeah, if I move them to the side, I won't step on them, true? Right, like it's windy too, I hope you can hear me. So, the next block. This is the workout, okay? So the workout, 2 dead cleans into squat. So dead clean into squat. A dead clean is a clean without a swing. So I'll show from the side. It's just clean squat. Clean squat. Okay? That into 2 thrusters. 1, 2, 2 push press. 1, 2. Into 2 thoracic spine anti-rotation holds. So after you've done that, weight comes to the ground, get into your hip hinge position, bring the weight up to your chest, rotate, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, come back, hold 1 to 2 seconds, come back. Do that on both sides, that's 1 set. The goal is 5 sets in 20 minutes. And if you get more sets, that's fine, but maybe think about either adding reps or adding weight next time you do the workout. So I'm just gonna get stuck into it, and yeah, let's go. All right guys, get ready for the 20-minute block. You've seen the exercises, let's crack on. First movements, remember, dead clean to squat, dead clean to squat to 2 thrusters, generating that power from the lower body, 2 push press, still generating power from the lower body. Don't forget that. Into the thoracic anti-rotation exercise. 2 on each side. Let's go. This is a power block, guys. It's supposed to be explosive and strong, so rest as much as you need. Try and get those cleans and squats connected really well, and again generating that power in the lower body for the thrusters. Come back down into that rotational, kettlebell rotational hold. Hold it close to the chest. Use your arms, use your entire upper body, and make sure you maintain that neutral spine in terms of straightness, okay? We're rotating, yes, but when it comes to flexion and extension, we're keeping a neutral spine. As I said before, the goal is 5 sets, but if you're doing more, it's all about you. If you only have 1 kettlebell, guys, you need to just keep working. You need to keep working until the end of the 20-minute block. But remember, the idea is max intent, to have that explosiveness, to feel strong. So rest between sets, that's 1 set for me, and I'm gonna get into the second one now. You can see how I'm holding with the thumb facing rearward. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I find that if you do it with the thumb facing rearward at the start, it helps get that rotation of the bell around the wrist. So you can play around with that as well. Pull that bell into your chest, rotate. Rotate. Good. You only have to hold it there for a split second, guys. Straight into the other side, let's go. I want you guys to remember that you can do this at your own pace, okay? If you have to turn me off and set a 20-minute timer, pump some music, you know the moves, you know the complex, just get stuck into it and dig deep. That's why we're here. Beautiful. So actually after my second set, I realized it's actually moving a little bit too quick. So there's two things I can do. I can increase weight or I can increase the reps. So what I choose to do is I'm going to do 3 reps per movement, and that should take me to roughly where I need to be at the end of the 20 minutes. You can do the same too. You could literally, I recommend going no higher than 10 reps per thing. So if you got a light kettlebell and you're just pumping through it, then go put up the reps and send it. This is what I love about kettlebell training, guys. Like, I'm training outside, in nature, at home, and we're developing grit. It's a full body workout, explosiveness, and we're tapping into that mental fortitude to get through this grinding workout. So keep going, guys, keep going. This is me just saying, yep, 3 reps. I'm doing 3 reps on the next set. If you need to change your reps, go ahead, let's go. The timing of these movements comes down to practice, so if you're not getting the timing perfectly, that's fine. Just clean and then squat, clean and then squat, all right? When you get fatigued, you'll notice that you have to generate power in the legs. The legs are much stronger than your shoulders to complete the thrusters and these push presses as well. So generate that power in your legs to take a little bit of responsibility off the upper body. All right, that felt good. That felt good. These kettlebell workouts, they're not so rigid. You know, it could be a 20-minute block. You could make it a 30-minute block. You can make it a 10-minute block. That's the beautiful thing about it. I don't just want you to follow along. I want you to know how to use this information so then you can just go away and build a workout for yourself. Let's go other side. Keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. Find that little bit more of yourself. Clean the squat. Next thruster, generating that lower body power. This is my left hand, this is my weak side. Let's go. Push press, be real explosive. Explosive movements from the legs, explosive movements from the shoulder. Engaging your core at all times. Beautiful. Squeeze that bell into your chest for these rotational exercise. And you can see that if you were to draw a circle around my entire body, it's probably moving a quarter away around, and you just hold it there for that split second. That's 3 sets down and 6 minutes in. How many sets have you guys done already? If you've done like 4 or 5 sets, maybe you need to increase the reps. Guys, take your time, drink water throughout the block, okay? This is just me talking about literally what I've just been saying. Guys, so with I'm currently on the 3rd set. I increased to 3 reps per set, which is going to force me to take longer breaks. But I'm going to smash 5 sets. Probably get way more than that in the 20 minutes, but that's fine. 20 minutes of work. Keep going, push yourself, try beat yourself from last time, and yeah, just keep going. From the side, guys. The legs are the main driver of these movements. Don't ever forget that. You're generating power when you do a clean to lift that bell so it becomes weightless, and you're just wrapping your arm up underneath it. See, when I do this rotation, there's no flexion, or there's no flexion in my back. It means I'm not rounding my back. I'm keeping it neutral, level, but adding that rotation. That's what you need to do. Push the hips back and rotate. That's the safest way to do that exercise. Keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. Find more of yourself today, all right? These movements aren't exactly beginner, but the beautiful thing about it is if you just go light, you can do it safely and add reps. So that's how you can get your workout in today if you're not that used to these movements. Let's go. Clean to squat, generating that power in the lower body. The good thing about kettlebell training is that you need awareness, you need balance, you need coordination, and we're developing that in real time. You'll even see on these rotational movements that your hip drops a little bit. Your hip has to rotate as well as your thoracic, your mid to upper back. That rotates as well. That protects your lumbar, your lower back. Rotation happens at multiple areas of the body. Dig deep, guys, dig deep, push. Nothing better than doing this, putting in some music, slinging around some iron, even better with some friends. So if you have some friends that want to join you, get together, do this workout, highly recommend it with your peers. It's such a vibe, such good energy, and you help each other elevate and evolve as well. 10 minutes in, guys, only halfway. So here, with a dead clean, the bell is between your feet, okay? Straight body, like a straight body plank, hinging at the hips back with a slight bend in the knees. You don't want to be just hinged with no bend in the knees. You don't want to come down, you don't want to squat as well. It's at the in between a hinge and a squat, if that makes sense. See that? Too much of a squat position? You want to find that in between. Generating that power in the hip extension. Boom. Down into the squat, brace your core. When your upper body starts to get fatigued, and when the kettlebell's in this front rack position, your back will start to round. That's why you have to keep your core engaged. Here we go. Generate that power from the legs, up through the hands, out through the kettlebell. Again, see this? Too much of a squat position. Just right in the middle. If you have a lighter weight, you don't need to do a push press. You can do a strict press depending on the weight that you're using. For me today, I really wanted to go heavy. I got some 28 kg. I'm using the 28 kg, so That's heavy for me. 3 reps is perfect. But if you got a light bell and you can do 5 reps, clean reps, just do strict press. What I love about kettlebell training is that when you're in this grind, all right, it's like going to, I don't know, a CrossFit class or doing a group circuit. You're in the grind, you're in the thick of it. You're not really thinking about what's going on in life. You're here, you're in the moment. You're not on your phone between sets. You're not texting people. You don't have that time to think like that because you're trying to recover between the next time that your next set, really. You're really out of breath. You're trying to recover your oxygen levels and trying to bring that heart rate down for you to be ready to go again. So out in nature, fully empowered, feeling good, let's go. Keep going, guys, dig deep. Almost at the 15-minute mark, not long to go. 5.5 minutes left. Push, push, push. Good thing about doing one side at a time is that we're training in balances. For me, my left leg has better balance and more strength than my right, but I'm right-handed. So we're evening out these imbalances, generating power through both legs and both arms. Whenever you're dropping the weight down like that, don't get lazy. Don't drop it down in a way that arches your back, okay? Always protect yourself. Let's go, 3.5 minutes. If you're still going, keep going. Last set for me. Dig deep guys if you're on your last set. Find a little bit more power, find a little bit more effort in this last one. Let's go. Try and finish it off before the 20 minutes, guys. I think I still got one side to go, so let's go. Let's go, last side for me. Don't get lazy now, guys. Finish it off. Beautiful. Well done, team. Well done, I'm done. Still 1 minute left. Keep going if you're still moving through that. After that, we'll get into the description for the next block, which is just a 10-minute AMRAP for the core. And yeah, but for now, keep going. Keep pushing. We're not done. 20 minutes ain't up. Twenty seconds left, guys. Let's go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Whew. All right, hectic. So that's the workout done. Now is a 10-minute core block, okay? First thing we're gonna do is kneeling wood chops, 5 each side. So just like this. You wanna come from the side that the leg is down. Grab your kettlebell, light kettlebell by the horns, using your core, rotate through. If you don't have a small kettlebell, let's say you've only got your working kettlebell, you can come here and come up. Yes, it engages your arms as well, but it's also working on rotation for the core. Next thing we're going to do is figure 8 swings. Grab your bell, swing through the legs. Make sure you're maintaining neutral spine, hip hinge, and there's a little bit of rotation. Ten of those. Next, you can use this bell still. I got a heavy one. Marching. 20 steps, swap sides, 20 steps. And the last exercise is 20 knees to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Nice and controlled. It's not mountain climbers, all right? So 10-minute AMRAP. 5 wood chops each side, 10 figure 8 swings, 20 static marches each side, 20 knees to elbows. Let's go. Right, legends, let's get into this 10-minute core block, 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. First, we're doing those kneeling wood chops. Nice, slow and controlled, 5 reps of this. You really want to engage and feel that connection in your core. It's easy just to cheat this into the shoulders. Feel that rotation in your abs, in your core, in your midsection. Swap sides, let's go. Straight into figure 8 swings, 10, which is 5 each side. Remember, we're not flexing at the spine. We're not rounding our back, okay? We're hinging at the hips, keeping our back in alignment from the hips up the back to the head, but we are rotating in that thoracic spine. Generate the power of the kettlebell moving up into the top position from your core, from that hip extension. Straight into these stationary farmer's carries. Doing them on one side really engages the core more than doing double the weight in both hands. We're stabilizing that core position from collapsing to one side. Swap sides, guys. Beautiful. Last exercise, knees to elbows. This is supposed to be done with control. Don't rush this. It's not mountain climbers, like I said before. We're not throwing our feet up, okay? We're using our abdominals to bring our legs up to the knees. If you're struggling to reach your knees, you're not leaning far enough forward over your hands, okay? Which means your hands are in front of your shoulders. Try to get your shoulders in alignment with your hands. Even shoulders past the hands slightly in order to be able to get your knees to your elbows. All right, that's one round, guys. All right, let's go. Let's get straight into another one. We only got 10 minutes of work total, so push yourselves. Remember, this is not supposed to be easy, guys. It's not supposed to be relaxing. We're supposed to find more. We're supposed to sweat. We're supposed to grunt. It's supposed to be hard. Figure 8 swings. Generate that bell from behind to the front, that movement with the hips. Boom. With the core. Remember, your hips are a part of your core. If you have to go slow, please go slow. If you have to use a light weight, please use a light weight. These are pretty straightforward. Try and stand straight while marching. Really engage that core, brace yourself from falling to one side, works on your balance and works on your core strength as well. Also improving your grip strength if you're using a heavy enough bell. They say grip strength is a key determining factor to longevity. See, as my knees come to my elbows, my shoulders shift forward. So if you can't touch your elbows, try shifting forward. Let's go. We're at the 5-minute mark and we've done 2 rounds. Guys, I just want to say, if you want to replace that figure 8 swing because you're not comfortable with it, you can just do kettlebell swings, to be honest. Make sure you engage that core, be explosive through the hips. Let's go, guys. This is the third round. Let's get straight into it because we've only got 2 minutes. We can finish off one more. Let's go. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 1 minute to go. Let's go, 30 seconds. Doesn't matter where you're up to in the set, just keep working till the end. Let's go, knees to elbows, 45 seconds, 10 seconds left to go. Let's go, let's go. I'm going a bit quicker here to really finish it off. All right, that's 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to finish off the set and we're done. Beautiful. Well done, legends. That's the entire workout. Now, I recommend sticking around for this little 5-minute cool down, this little 5-minute stretch, and then boom, we're done. We're off. So without the explanations, guys, the whole workout is 45 minutes long. 10-minute warm-up, 20-minute working block, 10-minute core block, and then a 5-minute little cool down at the end. So because I'm on grass with worms, I'm going to stay standing for this cool down, but I'm just doing a calf stretch on the kettlebell. Place your toes up onto the kettlebell, straighten out your leg and lean forward. Hold each stretch for around 20 seconds and then swap sides. The difference between a cool down and a warm up, guys, a cool down is the perfect time to do any static stretching. Static stretching is just holding a stretch in place like we're doing now. Now we're going to stretch out the front of the shins, placing one foot over the other side of the other, pushing that knee that you're balancing on into the back of your calf and stretching out the top of your shin and the top of your foot. We're re-lengthening the muscles that have been contracted during exercise. Swap sides, guys. Next, grab your foot and we'll stretch out our quads. Swap sides. This one can be challenging for your balance. If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Just pick a spot on the floor, a couple feet away from you, and just focus on that. You can extend and push your hips out a bit. You can feel a little bit more of that stretch up in your hips. Next, we're going to work on the hamstrings, bringing one foot forward, hinging at the hips, keeping that leg straight. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, we can raise the toes as well. Beautiful. Swap sides. Guys, these cool downs remind me of like the rugby days, eh? If you played any team sports, ball sports, you might have already done a ton of these before. Guys, we're going to stretch the glutes out here. You can do this on the ground in a pigeon pose stretch. I'm opting to do it standard. Just put your foot up on your knee, hinge at the hips, and you'll feel the stretch in your right glute. If you need to use something to balance on, grab a wall, place your hand on a wall. You can even use a kettlebell like I'm doing here, just to have that little extra stability as well. Swap sides, placing your left foot on top of your right knee, drop the hips back, and feel that stretch in your glutes. If you're super flexible, you might have to get on the ground and do that pigeon pose. Here we're going to get into tricep stretch. Just place your arm behind your head, grab onto your elbow and try reach down behind your back. Swap sides. Less than a minute to go. Shake it out. Do some neck circles. My hips are a bit tight. Next, kettlebells really hit your grip, so it's important to stretch out your forearms. A lot of people can struggle with golfers and tennis elbow with kettlebell training, so make sure you pay some attention to your forearms, okay? That's pretty much it for today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, you're an absolute animal. Let me know if you like this style of workout video. It's a mix between vlog style and also doing the voiceovers. If you like it, share it with a friend. Please like, subscribe, and tune in for the next one. Let's go.